In a Fox Carolina follow-up, a heartbreaking development in a story we've been following for nearly 2 years. This Upstate frontline worker, you see him there with his daughter, was diagnosed with COVID at the start of the pandemic. Well, he died recently after a massive heart attack. And we first told you about Robert Barrios in 2020. His wife says he dealt with long-haul COVID since being released from the hospital.
And only on Fox, Brooklyn Cromer talked to his wife tonight with her message for other long haulers. She's live in Clemson.
Well, Robert Barrios was a die-hard Clemson Tiger fan. His wife tells me they would often take walks around campus and spend many afternoons walking around Death Valley. And it's a place that remains close to Summer Barrios' heart.
To be back here under such sad circumstances, feel like I'm a little closer to him.
Summer Barrios remembers the first time her husband Robert stepped into Memorial Stadium.
Just like a kid seeing Disney World for the first time. He was just proud to be standing on that 50-yard line, looking up at the stands, even though they were all empty.
After COVID, their walks around the stadium stopping.
Doing simple stuff like walking through Walmart felt like he was walking up a mountain.
81 days on a ventilator in ICU, taking a toll on Robert's body.
From September of 2020 until March of 2022, he was considered a long hauler. For him, that consisted of PTSD, fatigue, shortness of breath, permanent lung damage. He was even in the hospital with chest pains on a cardiac ward days before he died.
Long haulers like Robert experiencing debilitating health issues months after being diagnosed with COVID. Dr. Gower with Bon Secours St. Francis did not treat Robert, but says doctors are treating patients with similar issues.
There are some cardiac implications. We're seeing people with arrhythmias or irregular or fast heartbeats afterwards. We haven't seen any necessarily here for sure, but there are also reports of people suffering heart attack post-COVID.
To be the one that was doing CPR and begging him to stay alive, it really hits home how serious the long hauler syndrome is.
And if you're still experiencing symptoms months after being diagnosed with COVID, contact your primary care provider who can refer you to the Bon Secours Long Hauler Clinic. Reporting live in Clemson, Brooklyn Cromer, Fox Carolina News.